Hey YouTube, DT Wings fan here. Bringing you guys a an update on my Columbus Regionals. Columbus Regionals was just today. Actually, I just got home like 10 minutes ago from it. I ended up going X and 2. I came in 10th place. Two of my buddies ended up taking 8th and ninth from me. So it kind of sucked. I haven't topped in a regional in quite a while, so to get 10th was pretty exciting. There was 202 people, so 10th was pretty cool. I played Dino Rabbits, as you guys have seen in my other videos. So I'm going to show you guys the deck profile. First, though, I'll tell you about my matchups. It was pretty much the same most of the day. First round I played an inzektor wind-up deck. I 2-1'd him. Second round I ended up playing my friend Eric Mayday, who ended up he 2-1'd me because he fucking top decked a wind-up rat. He was playing wind-ups, and basically I won game 1. He in game 2, I had him top decking, and I had I had total field control, and he just top decks into a wind up rat and swarms the field for the win. So I lost to him. He's the one that ended up coming in 8th. So give him props. He did pretty good. Round 3 was against Glads. I 2-0'd. Round 4 was against windups again. I 2-0'd. Round 5 was against agents. I 2-1'd. He Hyperion and BLS'd me up my ass like no other. So, but 2 and 3, I just stomped him. This one was a little surprising. Round 6, I lost to X Sabers, going 2-1. First round, he frickin' hand looped me with the Faltro and Gaga thingamajiggy. Game 2, I pooped on his face. I pretty much just stomped his ass. Round 3, I went to go for round 3's hand was garbage. I ended up having two Sabersaurus, 2 Jirak, Guaiba, and 2 MSTs. And then he just opened frickin' Bogart, Faltro, Full Helm, and just swarmed like crazy. So I lost to him. The funny part is, after everything, he came in 14th, and I finished in 10th above him, so I couldn't help but laugh at that one. Round 7, I played Junk Doppel. I 2-1'd. That was more of like a fun duel. I mean, the guy was really cool and all that, and so we just kind of, relaxed a little bit and, just played out for a little bit. Round 8, I played darkworld, and I 2-1'd. That one was probably the most nerve-wracking duel of all, because pretty much it was either win that and top, or don't win that, don't top. But I was able to come back and beat him. He pretty much killed himself with his own skill drain and prohibition. So yeah, I went 6 and 2 with Dino Rabbits. I'll go over main deck, side deck, extra deck. I did borrow 1 card from my buddy for the extra deck, so I'll show you guys that when I get to it. Let's go with the main deck. 3 rabbits. Rabbit is completely broken and awesome ass card. Tour guide. Also as well, a broken ass card and saved me at least 6 games. This card did work. This and Gold Sarcophagus is God Hand. The 1 Sangan, 3 Sabers, and 3 Cabals. I had these things in hand not too often. Actually, I had Cabals and the 3 Jirex in hand quite often, but to go with those I had the Lances, so I was able to get over my opponent's monsters. I made 2 Effect Veilers. I'm glad my buddy told me to do this. Definitely needed these in there. And then I went for Gores and Grammel. Grammel didn't really do too much work today. I think I had him bounce 1 Exceed, but that was really about it. He didn't really do much else. So that's the monsters. On to the spells. 2 Lances. I don't like 3. Clogs up my hand. 2 is perfect. 2 Smashing Grounds. This deck cannot get over anything higher than 25. You have no idea how hard it is to get over that. Smashing Ground does work like none other. And then, of course, Leviathan Dragon. 2 MSTs. Heavy. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. Mind Control, Book of Moon. Pot of Avarice. And then I decided to change this to 2 gold sarcophs. Yesterday, right before I left to go to Columbus, my friend Rob told me, hey, you should play 2 gold sarcophs. It adds more consistency to the deck. And damn was he right. I love having 2 gold sarcophs in this deck now. It's freaking awesome. Especially when you open Gold Sarcoph Tour Guide. Onto the traps. 2-dimensional prison. I pretty much used this card to bait my my opponent out. Like sometimes, like I'll set this and after a couple times they haven't attacked, I'll accidentally like knock it over and show them and then flip it back. That way they can see, hey, I got this, don't attack me. And then since they're fearing this and wanting to get over it, I can push and just go over. So that's how you intimidate your opponent right there. Otherwise, if I had Fiendish Chains, this would have been out and Fiendish Chain would have been in. But I'm not spending $50 on that shit. 2 warnings. Judgment. Dust Shoot. Torrential. Mirror Force. Dust Shoot did nothing for me all game. I sided out game 2 every single time. Basically, I've learned that game 2, unless I'm going first, is always going to be a defensive game. So there's no reason to play that. Torrential did a little bit of work for me, not too much. And Mirror Force pretty much just sat in my hand most of the day. So that's the deck. It was 42. I'll go on to the extra deck. The one card I borrowed from my friend is a Zen Mains. I'm going to be picking one up, though, for my locals tomorrow. So, Lagia. Lagia, I didn't really use him all that much. I only went into him when I didn't know what my opponent was playing or if I actually needed to negate something. The real MVP is this guy and these 2. Levier and Dalka make this deck broken. This card is just fucking godly to go into this and Lagia every single time. There's a reason why this card is $40 now, because it's too broken. Number Leviathan. Wow, number Leviathan. Number 17 Leviathan. Sorry guys, I'm freaking tired as crap. This guy did some work for me. I was able to use him to push over some Utopias and stuff like that. I mean, he's pretty much just a standard beat stick if I need to get over something. Pretty much same with Zen Mains. The Zen Mains I had kept hitting freaking Solemn Warnings everywhere. Every which way I went, Zen Mains Solemn Warning. I don't even think I had him on the field once. It was that bad. And then I ran Utopia. And then I ran these. What do we got? Chimera Tech. And then Synchros. Catasser, Brio, Black Rose, Stardust, Trishula, and then Chimera Tech. I didn't use any of these today. I mean, I actually could have, but I didn't at all. I didn't need them. There was no reason to go for them, so I didn't. Plus, I didn't play any like Cock Courier machines or anything for Chimera Tech. Alright. onto the side deck. Start off with 2 Thunder Kings, pretty basic. Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, I really didn't. The really big time this card actually helped me was against Darkworlds. Other than that, I honestly, when I sided it in, I saw it in my hand, but I never had to use it. I always had like a rabbit or tour guide in my hand that I used instead of this. So I just used this for backup in case, but I never really had to use it. 1 DD Crow for inzektors, windups, never had to use it. 1 Reaper for pretty much for stall, anything that, you know, helped me push. I sided this in against Junk Doppel. I didn't see it though. 2 Cyber Dragons, no need to side those in at all. Actually I did once, but I never saw them anyways. And then I ran 1 MST for that 3rd back row push. Usually I use it against Darkworlds. 1 Dust Tornado, again back row destruction. I decided I was going to side deck back row Cosmos instead of Dimensional Fissure. That way I could hit every single deck plus inzektors hard. Since inzektors are sent to the grave as treated as spells, they don't get removed by Dimensional Fissure, but with this out they do. But in all honesty, I sided it in and never saw it in any of my games. I pretty much sided this thing in at least 5 of my 8 matches and didn't see it once. But I mean, I was still able to go 60 without it. 2 Shadow Mirrors, again, I played windups mostly all day, so I had like no need for these. I sided them in against Darkworlds and made a misplay. He gates for he hard destruction for 2 Brow in his hand to draw 2, and he plussed and drew and set off heavy, and I had this face down and I forgot to activate it on Brow, so you know, it was a misplay, but I still was able to 2-1 him. Chain Disappearance, used against windups. Used it to hit what the heck's that called? Windup Rat. I've hit a couple of my buddies' tour guides with it and stuff like that. So I mean, this card did some work, but I mean, not anything significant. And then I had this in just in case I played any mirror match or anything. Didn't side it in at all, so I mean, it was kind of like, hey, I'm just throwing this thing in here because I need a card. So that's the deck, guys. Again, I went X2, came in 10th place. Really fun. I had a fun time. I got the Pandemonium Regionals in Garden City coming up next, so hopefully I can get another top there. So rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Let me know what you think, and thanks.